All right, and welcome to the Elliott Everything Emporium show. I'm John Elliott, and today we're going to talk a little bit about sourcing and where to source. Okay, so here we'll start. So the thing is that when you browse around the internet, there's a lot of people that talk about, how to source, where to source, what to buy, things like that. And honestly, it's, some of it's really good advice, and some of it is just absolute garbage. So, and also I think sometimes people are very advanced already. So, it's sort of like a senior teaching the class to a freshman. And yeah, okay, that's great, except for the part where, way more than the other person does. So sometimes I think that it's difficult to address some of these, minor issues that people who are kind of new to reselling, run into. But I can tell you right now, there's a lot of lessons that you can learn from listening to other people talk about how to source and what to source. Of course, there's a lot of good YouTube videos. One of the ones that I really listen to is this guy by the name of Reezy Resells. Definitely check him out. And there's more. There's quite a few, like Wade Ventures is another guy that I kind of listen to. I actually know him in real life. And he's got a lot going on. So I think that is definitely important. One of the things that a lot of these guys wind up talking about is they do things like they go to Target or Walmart and they wind up buying a lot of items that are on sale or in the clearance aisle. And honestly, I definitely spent some time there to kind of check it out, like see, can I recreate whatever it is they're doing? And I'm always kind of shocked by how many things are sold there at Target that you could probably resell, but also how many things are not sold there. So because I've been there and I've looked through a ton of different items to try to find things that I could resell on. And maybe that's the key to it all, is whether you can sell it on Amazon. That's kind of the big one, of course. Amazon is where there are millions and millions and millions of people that are on there. And of course, you buying the item at a much cheaper price, you resell on Amazon, because typically Amazon is kind of a click, one click and you're out of there kind of thing. So people will not necessarily go price hunting, because they just think, well, it's Amazon, so it's going to show up within 5 minutes, of me ordering. It's going to show up at my door, which is actually kind of incredible how people can do that now. I remember that I bought a Bialetti. I got a Bialetti for Christmas. It's like a little, like a French, no, it's not a French press, but it's like a little coffee maker thing that you stick on your grill. And I melted mine accidentally. And I really wanted more coffee out of that thing. So I just went on Amazon, and in 1 hour later, it showed up at my front door. It kind of blew my mind how quickly it worked. Again, that's one reason why people go to Amazon, is because literally it will show up an hour later at your door. So I think that's kind of the key in all of this, is to look at what can I find, say at Walmart or at Target or other, big box store, wherever you are. Go to the clearance aisle, and what you're going to do is you're going to pick up items that are on clearance, and you're going to scan them both using your Amazon app and your eBay app. And you're just going to take a look at, what is this selling for on, and can I make a profit? But again, some of this is just, it's going to be difficult because you're not always going to find the things that you want to sell. And then once you're done with that, then Amazon allows you one of two options. They have this thing called FBA, which is fulfilled by Amazon, right? So basically what happens then is you when you go in, you add your product. One of the things it'll give you the option to is send it into Amazon. And what it does is it'll generate a sticker for you to put on a box that you can ship into a local warehouse. Or what you can do is FBM, which is fulfilled by merchant, which is you're the merchant basically, and you can send it out that way. So depending obviously on how much stuff you have and how motivated you are, you can just do it yourself. One upside, of course, with FBA is that you can have it somewhere else, so you're not loading your house up with just tons and tons of stuff, especially once you start getting into like big items, like laundry detergent, just heavy items like that are just going to take up a lot of space. And of course, books is the other big one. And that's where a guy like Reezy will actually tell you, start with books. It's a cheap investment, and there's plenty of money to be made in it. So it's just something that you can do. And once you send it in, then it's there. Now, I have not actually done that, because I just don't have the inventory for Amazon. My inventory is just not that big. But I know quite a few people that have done it, and it really does work for them. And of course, the nice thing is once you've sent it in, that's it. You can just kick back and watch your money roll in. So, yeah, so that's Amazon. And of course, eBay, what you want to do is you definitely want to put items on multiple platforms, because of course, the more eyeballs that see it, the more likely that it's going to sell. And of course, that makes sense. But you also want to target which sites you want to put it on, because some things are just going to have a much harder time. I could talk a little bit about Mercari, and I'll do that for just a minute, but probably I should do that in another episode, which is that, my experience with Mercari is that people tend to be much more finicky, I've noticed, and a lot more things that sell tend to be things like newer technology, or even things like, newer shoes and stuff like that. I don't think it's drawing the same demographics that a site like eBay is. Like, eBay to me seems like that's probably a little bit older demographic that's buying things off that, because I've cross-posted a lot of things from eBay to Mercari, and on eBay it sold super fast, and on Mercari, and the same items, and just didn't sell, and just sat there. And I saw people looking at it, but there's just not selling, and it's exact same price, exact same shipping, exact same photos, and it's just not moving. So, I should probably talk about that a little more in another episode, talk about the whole Mercari thing. But of course, it is, as I said already, it is important to cross-post your items so that, maximum visibility, and of course it sells better. All right, guys, that's the episode for today. Hope to see you later. If you want more of this, visit me on Facebook. All right, talk to you later. Bye.